Today we're speedrunning Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games. And for this speedrun, we're going to be doing every regular event along with all the dream events. Now our first event is going to be alpine skiing, and we'll start the speedrun as soon as we click go to event. This game unfortunately has really long loading screens, but we can skip some of them by clicking start over, and that'll get us to the actual event just a bit faster, so now we can finally play. Now we're choosing Yoshi for this first one, and we're going to be alpine skiing all the way down this hill. Basically what you have to do for this is get between the two flags, and every once in a while we will get a speed boost because of that. I'm also tilting my Wii remote down the entire time just to make sure that Yoshi can have as much speed as possible. And for these first few sports, we will be using the speed characters because they are going to be these speed type games. But later in the speedrun, we'll get to different people. Just for right now, Yoshi's a pretty fast character, so of course we'll be using him. And you can see we also get those times every once in a while. That's showing how ahead we are compared to the other people playing this sport. And for this speedrun, I'm going to be getting gold medal on every single sport. But finally, we can finish out making it to gold using our dash right there, and that's going to be the first event. Now all we have to do is wait for it to say first place, and then we can quit out, go to select event again. Now for our next event, we're going to have freestyle skiing, which we're using Daisy for. Now this sport is pretty interesting because in this game, sometimes the computers are really good at sports and sometimes they're really bad. For this one, they're pretty bad. So we don't have to worry too much, and we're just mostly focusing on going fast. Don't worry, there will be a lot more harder sports as we go on, including some really bad run killers, but we'll get to those when we get to those. For this, I'm just moving my Wii remote back and forth, and every time we do one of those correctly, we're going to get a tiny speed boost. We'll also do some tricks to get some extra points, and finally we come up in the end. I'm just going to be going through these, and right at the end using my dash to get a burst of extra speed, finishing off that one, which is going to be our second first place, so we're moving on. Now we're on to snowboard, which I found I'm the most consistent with when I use Sonic, and that's because he has a ton of speed, so you're able to get really good jumps. Then when you're doing the jump, we want to do a bunch of tricks, and if we get those together, you'll see we'll get extra points as well. So it's important to just keep doing tricks while you're in the air, and make sure you're not doing a trick when you touch the ground, otherwise you're going to lose some points. Right there, I also use my dash, which is going to give me a huge jump, and that's going to make sure we can get like 6-7 tricks right there, so that's pretty good. And we're just going to continue on with this same general thing. There are advanced tricks you can do, but they're really not worth it in my opinion. I've tried them before, and they've just completely ruined runs, so we don't want to do that. We'll just do our regular tricks, and we should be fine. This should be the last main jump that we're able to do, and I believe this is going to be a first place, not a world record, not going to beat my best score ever, but that's still pretty good. And we will take that first place. Thank you very much. Now we're on to speed skating, which is a stressful sport, at least early on, because you have to make sure that all your rhythms are good. So we're going to start out by just shaking the Wii remote, and now we have to make sure we get perfects. I do mess up usually right at the beginning, just because I'm trying to get the right track of it, and it takes me a second sometimes, but here we go. Now we're starting to get some perfects, and you want to get a bunch of perfects in a row, because then you'll also get a speed boost and make us go way faster like you see right there. So yeah, like I said, takes me a second to get in the groove, but now we're actually doing well. We got Shadow the Hedgehog going as fast as possible. He's used to being on rollerblades and I guess skis as well. We do the final sprint, we'll use our extra dash, and there we go. That's gonna be finished. Way ahead of the next person. Look at Sonic. That's just embarrassing, Sonic, I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, obviously that's gonna be first place. Did you see how ahead we were? And now we have our last sport before we get a little break from the speed characters, which is gonna be ski jumping. Now you are supposed to line yourself up with when the wind is good, but I found you don't really have to worry about that if you're just going for first place. If we want world record and to beat mine, we probably would need that, but pretty much all I have to do is use my dash in the right spot, and then we have to land at the right spot as well to make sure that doesn't look ugly, and there's 133 meters. But this sport isn't just one jump, you have to do two. So we can see we're absolutely destroying everybody. Well, I guess it wasn't that bad, but we are way ahead of them. Hopefully we can keep that going for the second jump. So again, not too worried about the wind. It is going directly against me. This is a very bad jump, and we're just trying to keep ourselves straight, at least relatively. So now we can do the jump. We want a perfect, and that's going to be beautiful. We can use our dash right there, and there should be enough distance, especially because we got a really good jump last time, so I can just land right there, and yeah, that should be a first place. So there we go, and on to the next. Now we're on to figure skating, and I picked the most elegant character I could find, which of course is going to be Bowser. Now one important thing is you can get extra points by just randomly swinging your Wii remote in between these actual time things. So this entire time I'm just going to be swinging back and forth and hoping we get those extra points. I don't really know what causes it, but of course we also have to worry about these guys, making sure we swing up or down at the right times. Pretty easy sport, all things considered. Now we have Bowser. He's about to do the most elegant jump of his life. How does he do it? How does he not have Princess Peach with these moves? I gotta be honest, I would fall for Bowser if he was doing this. Then we go for the twirls. I don't know how he gets that much momentum. It is impressive. We get the perfect right there, and we're gonna continue on our way. Always just making sure we're swinging our Wii remote, and now what we want to do is balance. So I just have have to tilt my Wii Remote left and right to make sure we stay still, and that's going to be a perfect. This is probably my best figure skating I've ever done so far, but we're going to keep going along with another one of these twists. It's nice because you actually don't have to do a circular motion. I just swing my remote back and forth. Doing the circular motion hurts my arms. I've actually kind of injured my right arm by practicing this speed run, which that means for figure skating, I do use my left arm just because of that. Yeah, little embarrassing fact. But finally, Bowser is going to finish out with this. We do a beautiful spin move right there, and then it tells us to do a pose, which we just have to move the Wii Remote over to the right. Bowser's looking good, and of course, that's going to be the win. Yeah, I'll take another first place. Take that, Peach, in your old world record. Now for bobsleigh, we chose all power characters. We got Wario, who's the one I'm playing as, but right away we want to shake our Wii Remote up and down, and then I'm just going to constantly be hitting the A button, and that's because if we do that, right when the A button appears on the screen, we press it and are able to get that perfect. Now, bobsleigh is probably one of the harder mini games for me to do, just because it's hard to be precise with the Wii Remote. They weren't the greatest technology in the world, even if it was a very fun console, but you want to stay within these lines, and that's going to give you a ton of speed. If we get even slightly out of there, we're going to lose a bunch of our speed, and we don't really want that, obviously. We also really don't want to hit the walls because that makes you lose even more speed, but you will see right there, we are way ahead of the first place person, so as long as I don't royally screw up, we should be fine. I'm just going to keep going with this entire team. It's kind of sad. We can't even see anyone else because of Bowser just blocking everyone. I guess we can kind of see Wario. He's looking good, but now we should be able to make it to the end. That's going to be yet another world record. All the boys get to celebrate together as they appreciate their first place medal. Now we're on to ice hockey, which is probably one of my favorite events. It's really good in Mario Party. It's really good in this game. It's just fun to play hockey. But we're going to start out by getting this puck right there, and then we're going to pass back and forth. What this is going to do is raise the power of the puck. We can give it to Tails, and okay, guys, get out of my way. Well, that didn't exactly work, but it's fine because we have 2 periods to score, and we just want to make sure they don't score. But basically what we want to do is that where we stun the goalie, and then we can go for another shot. So that actually worked perfectly. Now that's going to be goal number 1, but we do want to get a second goal just to be safe. I have lost a run before because I didn't get a second goal, and then they scored and had us go to a tiebreaker, which wastes too much time. So I'm going to make sure we score at least once more, preferably in this half, if Amy isn't the greatest goalie of all time. Amy's so short, just shoot above her or something. Okay, there we go. Peach is a pro. And now we should be safe to completely stall. Look, stalling techniques, they might be a bit rude to the entire competition, but they are also really funny if I don't get the puck stolen. Okay, Tails, please go. Maybe I should have chose a speed character, at least one of them, to help me with this. But what we want to do is stick our defender right behind their goalie, and they just don't know what to do. It's so funny, man. Like, what are you doing right now? And finally, I'm going to help him out by shooting on our own goal. So that's going to be the first period done, but we have to do 2. And to be honest, it's going to be more or less the exact same thing. We just want to go behind their goal and be annoying. But they are doing a bit better. They just took care of Peach, but I'm just going to keep doing the strategy. And yeah, I'll let you know when we're done with this game. Okay, second period is coming to an end. They had no chance of scoring, and that's going to be game over. But unfortunately, that's not going to be a gold medal. See, to get a gold medal in sports like hockey, you don't have to win 1 game, but you have to win 2 since it's in a tournament format. But obviously, exact same thing as last time. Except, okay, they might actually... Okay, thank you, Tails. Yeah, okay, I was about to be like, when I scored the other goal, I was going to be like, oh yeah, I'll cut to later. But they're actually playing much better this round. Please, let's just get our first goal. Luigi, stop being an amazing goalie. This is actually kind of scary. Okay, well, there we go. We got 1 down. Sonic move. How did I not tackle you? But Tails comes in. Tails, please be a better shot. It's now up to red hot, and we can go for the special shot. Luigi still somehow blocks it. This guy is insane, but there's goal number 1. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, you know, I'm just going to skip to the end. You already know what's happening. So obviously, yet another 2-0 victory. I also do the nice, cool shot. I'm pretty sure technically that would count as a point, right? Because it was in the air. And once we see this U win, we can go back to the events, which means we're on the last regular event and almost on to the dream ones. But we have a pretty stressful sport before we make it there, since it's time for curling. So curling is going to be a 1v1 battle, but we're going to have Mario throw that. We'll just go straight on, and then we can have our other 2 sweep, and we're basically just trying to get it as close to the center as possible. It's nice because it shows you all these things that are like, yeah, this is how far it's going to go. There's really no guesswork in this, but then they're going to have Bowser, and thankfully we can skip what he does. I don't know why they go for that for the first shot. They always do it like that, and I have never really understood it. Like, maybe try to get rid of my thing or something, but it doesn't really matter. We got Amy next. She's going to have a nice throw going slightly over to the right. And basically, if you've never seen curling before, you want to be be as close to the center as possible, and the person who is closer to the center will get points for that round once we get through all 4 of our pucks. So what you can do is what they just did to me and hit away one of my pucks so they can get theirs closer. But this puts us in the perfect situation to directly aim for theirs, and I'm just going straight on over there. We're gonna have both Mario and Bowser Jr. just go as fast as they can, and that's gonna directly hit their puck right out of the way. And yeah, there we go. We now have 2 pucks that are really close to the center while they have 0, which, by the way, these might not be called pucks. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, they're called stones. Someone's gonna get so mad at me in the comments for that, but they hit another one out of the way. Thankfully, I still have one really close, and now we can get a second one. So this will probably mean they're not able to beat us. At least I hope so. And I'm just gonna aim this. I'm not gonna try to get it too close to the center, just a little bit, because I don't want them to destroy this puck and then get back in the way. Okay, maybe I did that a little too far. That was actually embarrassing. Please do not win this, Tails. And he very much could have. That was embarrassing. I don't know what Tails did there, but it should not have happened. But we got the first point, and now it's time for N2. Now, for some reason, they put me first twice in a row. It is much better to be second for this game because you can just troll your opponent. But because I'm winning, I guess they put me twice first. I don't like that. I don't want that to happen. But that is going to be an almost perfect throw right there. Now we have Bowser. Why do they keep doing that strategy? I do not understand it. Like, it is not a good strategy. Go for the center or something. I'm not even aiming for that spot. There's some weird AI in this game, I swear. Still, they could very easily beat us. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to do this strategy correctly because I have lost this game before, and it is such a long game, so it's really not one of them that you want to lose, especially because we have the perfect run so far, but it looks like they hit my puck out of the way, and I'm still calling it a puck, a stone, whatever it's called. I'm sorry for all the curling fanatics. But now we're going directly into their yellow one, so that will hit that out of the way. I don't care where it goes, and we have 2 close to the center yet again. We'll see what DK decides to do, which that was a terrible throw. Embarrassing, dude. I don't even know how the physics on that worked, but I guess it's fine. So now we have one last throw with Bowser Jr. Thankfully, they're always perfect. Like, there's no mess ups or anything. Maybe that's what the opponent team is doing. They're messing up or something. But this is going to be a pretty good one. Amy goes directly through the stones. I don't think that's physically possible, but there we go, right towards the center. And Tails, please do not do anything. I didn't even get to see what happened, but it does say finished, which means we won. But just like hockey, we're on to round 2 because it is another tournament and time to fight Team Peach. I guess Peach is mad that Mario didn't put her on his team, but yeah, we're basically doing the same thing. I'm gonna skip forward ahead again. All right, we're finally to the end, and I'm about to destroy Peach. Like, this is not even gonna be close. I don't know how Peach made it to the finals with those throws, but that's gonna be a nice one, and I'm pretty sure it's impossible for them to lose. Luigi's gonna try. We don't even get to see what happens, but that's gonna be another finish. We're dancing, so obviously we got the win, and as soon as we see you win, we're going back to the events. So yeah, time for when this game really starts getting fun, and we're back to choosing speed characters, at least for the next few events. But you'll see we're on Dream Alpine, which this event is really fun. Actually, I'd say all the Dream events are really fun. I really do enjoy them. They are very annoying to unlock. You have to play through the entire story mode twice to unlock all of them, which is not fun, but I was finally able to do it, and I'm happy I did because these are good events. Now, one thing you will notice is for the next few events, there are 2 options. You can either choose to do them solo and fight other people, or do them in a team. I chose to do them as a team, and that's mostly because you get to race with your team, so nobody's gonna try to like hit me with any red shells or anything, and I'm gonna be safe all the way through, hopefully not getting screwed over by my teammates. But we are now making it over here, and with all these dream events, we also get items, which are really cool. Like this one thing, I got the A button, and I also really messed that up. But anyways, what the A button does is it gives you an extra dash. You can also get dashes by collecting 5 coins. Either way works, and we also want to make it between these 2 things. That's also going to give us a little bit of a dash, at least every once in a while. And I don't really know what those star coins do, but they look like a good collectible, so I guess I'll take them. But at this point, I will get that dash right there by getting those star coins. We can use it right here to go over this place. Thank you, Shadow, for tanking that hit. He got hit by those bombs, so I didn't have to. You know, that was really nice of you, dude. Somehow he's going even faster than me right now, but that doesn't matter. We're on a team. I don't really care. And we should be making it up to the end. We can do a couple tricks to make sure we get a dash right on the ground. See you later, Shadow. You're kind of slow. Embarrassing. And I really wish my teammates would be getting more of these star medals. Again, don't really know what they do, but they look good, and my teammates are kind of sucking right now. But that's fine. We get another A button, so we can use it for an extra dash, and we're coming up right at the end. There are going to be these 2 enemies which are trying to kill us, but I can use my dash right there, and that's going to be a finish. Now, I also did want all of my teammates to be speed people too, to make sure they finished fairly fast, because it's going to be all of our scores together that decides what place we got, and you'll see with our scores, we were able to get a first. Next up, we have Dream Ski Jumping, which is the weirdest sport I have ever seen. How did this get accepted into the Olympics? But you know, it is a pretty cool one. Obviously, it's based off of Mario Galaxy, which, by the way, if I should ever do a Mario Galaxy speedrun, let me know in the comments. But what we have to do is collect these orbs to get points. Now, the thing about doing the team one is your teammates are awful. So I'm gonna have to make sure I get way more than my share of points because my teammates might play terribly and yeah, it could go badly. But we can also get these coins and that gives you double points. So instead of getting 30 for each of those, I'm getting 60. And we can also take these tailwinds, which allow us to go a bit faster, and use our items like this speed boost, which is also gonna make me go faster. So, you know, just using all the items around me along with using Yoshi to make sure we finish this fairly quickly while also getting as many points as we can. But I will take those, and now there are going to be a couple 50s by here. I'll take that one, and then we'll go over to the top. That's going to be another 50, and you can see I'm doing really well. Peach is doing pretty well. Luigi has 20 points. How do you have 20 points? So if my team was doing a bit better, I would have just died to the void and not tried to get any of these points, but I want to make sure we actually win, so I will come down on the ground, and please slow down, Yoshi. Okay, you're insane, dude. I thought I was going to fall off there, but that will give me an extra 80 points, and that's pretty good. So even with Luigi being the worst teammate ever, we get a new record, and we get a first place. Luigi, I don't think I'm ever choosing you again. Okay, that's a lie, I will, but just not for that event. Now on to Dream Ski Cross. It's literally just Mario Kart. Like, we are on a Mario Kart map. It got winterized, I guess. And yeah, now we're just hanging out and going and skiing across it. But like with all the Dream events, I really enjoy it. Not as fun as Mario Kart, but still pretty up there. In general, I do love these games. I really hope we get a 2024 one, but I guess we'll have to see. Definitely going to be speedrunning that if it comes out, but basically it's the same thing as any of these other skiing ones. We want to do tricks to get extra speed. We want to use these boosts and our items, and we're actually just going to go completely through this area. It's faster than using that jump boost right there, and faster than going around, which is a pretty funny strategy, because normally you're not supposed to go in that stuff. But there we go. That's actually going to be a speed up. Really good item right there. And this has been a pretty fast one so far. I don't know where my teammates are. Actually, looking at the map, look how far back Shadow is. Come on, dude. You got to work a little bit harder. But that's fine because Sonic is kind of making up for how bad he did in that competition against Sonic earlier in this video. I forget what event it was for, but that was just embarrassing. He's got to show him up now. But we do have another boost. We got a star right now. I will take that one. Thankfully, this is only 2 laps instead of 3, and I'll use my boost right there to get some extra speed. Not the best jump in the world, but that's fine. We didn't lose too much speed right there. And again, we're going straight through this snow. I don't know why it doesn't slow you down more, but hey, I'm going to take it because that's a fast speedrun skip. But now onto this point, we will take another one of these item boxes as we go through. That's going to be the bubble. We don't really need that. The bubble is more useful when you're doing this event solo, but when you have a team, nobody's trying to attack you, so it doesn't really matter. But we should come up on this final jump. There's some pretty nice scenery. Like, look at that Mario balloon. Looking pretty good in my opinion. We can do a couple tricks right to the end, land right there, and that's going to be time. Which, with how fast I went, going to be another new record, and also a first place, like usual. I'm pretty happy with this so far. We might be able to do this speedrun without losing once. And now we're on to Dream Snowboard Cross, which obviously modeled after a Sonic level, and I used to love this Sonic level as a kid. I'm forgetting what game it's from, but let me know in the comments. I love this one. Anyways, since it is a Sonic level, of course, we're going to be using our boy Sonic, getting that star coin. Okay, I was supposed to get that star coin right there. A little embarrassing. Anyways, we'll just be going as fast as possible. There are tons of enemies around, and I also probably shouldn't have hit that, but that's fine because I got a boost off of one of my teammates. And a cool trick you can do right here is go up on this side, and instead of having to use one of those jump pads, we just go straight over there, saving us some time. And this time I actually will get a star coin along with that item. I do not know how I didn't hit that enemy right there, but that's going to be a star. Pretty good, I guess. And I'm not really going to go for those items. No real need. In this one, unlike the Mario Kart track, it's only going to be 1 lap around, which is nice because there's no real point in doing multiple laps. But there's going to be this big guy. He's trying to hit us with his hammer. Unfortunately for him, he's also terrible at his job, so kind of embarrassing. And now we want to take a couple of these speed boosts. At least we got one right there. Also collect a couple of coins so I can recharge my dash. And now you can see how slow these jump pads are. They take forever for you to go up, so it is nice to skip them like we did earlier. But we are also going to take this rail because then we don't have to be just in the snow and going slowly. We can go through that, and we do have this dash. Might as well get a speed boost right there. And again, my teammates are kind of falling behind. They were keeping up with me at the beginning of this sport, but Sonic needs some new teammates, man. Like, come on, guys. I'm working my tail off, and what are you guys doing? Either way, though, we are coming up at the end. So do we get a good item? And it's going to be a boost. I will take that. So we can use that right at the end, get some super speed, and make it straight over to the goal. That's another one done. And you already know that's another first place. Now it's time for our last sport before we get another break from the speed characters, which is going to be Dream Short Track. Right there, don't have the best reaction time in the world. world. But for this one, it's basically just you're trying to go fast, round the corners well, get these coins for the boost, and when you're on those green areas, you shake your Wii remote back and forth, and that's going to give extra speed. Right now, the other people are kind of keeping up with me, but they won't for long. Especially, okay, wow, they just got way behind me. Did they just get hit by an item or something? That was embarrassing. Anyways, we can do a jump right here. Not the best jump in the world, but able to make it over there, and now we can pass it over to Daisy. Which, yeah, all my characters here gonna be speed characters, especially because I'm having to use each one of them. It's not like those other levels where your team is kind of just there. Instead, we're actually using our team, and they gotta help us. So I'll go here. I'm trying to get these items as well, because sometimes you can get something to help you go faster, but just in general, our main source of speed is going to be those green boost pads. I'll try to do another jump right there. Again, a little early, gotta work on that. But here is gonna be Yoshi. We'll pass it over to him. The other people, nowhere in sight. Little embarrassing, not gonna lie. But we will get the item, which we can just put on the ground, and then we get hit by one. Guess that's karma. But still way ahead, so not too worried about it. We will pick up this item as well as we start going faster. It is also cool because the track does change around each time. It's not just a static thing for 4 turns. So that is nice, but we will take that jump one more little early. Come on, me. And finally, we're gonna finish out with Metal Sonic. And yeah, pretty much the exact same thing. We'll get the item, which is gonna be, ooh, another boost. I will take that. We're back to this lower area, so I'll speed up there. Might as well use the boost there. We get a green shell, which isn't gonna help us at all. I guess I might as well throw it. But now we're on to the end. We just have one more boost. Please, just let me get one good jump. So we'll go here, and there we go. That's perfect. You can see, it saves time. We might as well do it, but that's gonna be a finish. And you already saw how ahead we were compared to everyone else, so that's another first. Now, since we already got Bowser to show off his stuff in regular figure skating, for Dream figure skating, I'm gonna choose 4 of the other most elegant characters in the Mario and Sonic universes. We're gonna be Princess Peach, and of course, I'm always gonna be doing my twirling thing, just trying to get extra points, because you might as well. And then other than that, we have to time the jumps. And there are gonna be a lot more cool jumps. I really enjoy Dream figure skating. This is one of the sports that I remember playing with my brother and sister. It's just a good time, especially trying to go for the perfect score. And there's both the Sonic world and the Mario world. For this speedrun, we're only going to see the Sonic world since it's the faster one. But yeah, there's things like these Chaos Emeralds that we have to collect, and everyone's just working in tandem, trying to get the best score possible. Even though no one else really matters, I don't even get to see their scores. It's just question marks for me. But I have 50 points right now, so I mean, that's pretty good. It's really hoping that I'm getting these extra points by just randomly moving around my Wii remote. If you ever do play this game, just do it. It's free points, might as well. But we'll go with it down right there. Things are still looking elegant, and now I think we're coming up on the boss battle. Okay, it's time for the small boss battle. It's this guy who has one of our Chaos Emeralds. So now all of us take just a small pause before now it's time to draw this in an S shape. We'll do that right there, followed by a jump, and followed by a second jump. The second jump's always hard for me. I don't know why I can't get both of those perfect. But then we can do a jump right here, get a little bounce, and we hit the guy right there, giving us 2 Chaos Emeralds. Now we just have to wait and watch them do it as well. Not much we can do right there. But then we're doing another hit at that point, getting another perfect, go up there, and now it's time to spin to win. So you already know we're just spinning as fast as possible. All of us looking perfect here. Like, this is the greatest group imaginable. I mean, maybe it would be a bit better with Bowser, but you gotta admit, these guys looking good. And that's gonna be, I believe, our 7th Chaos Emerald. And because we got all those Chaos Emeralds, now it's time for the big boss. I do not know how our production had this much money to be able to do this, but we summoned a gigantic ice monster. How much money do we have in our budget? And is this thing real or is it a robot? I don't know, but it is time. We are all determined and we're going to be taking it out. So we're going to start with a spin to win as we go ahead and get all of these Chaos Emeralds to go together. And there we go, getting that perfect. Now it's time to take out the boss. We'll jump straight into him. And I feel like this would have to be the most rehearsed thing of all time. Like, you could very easily hurt yourself. Imagine doing a bad jump, breaking your ankle right in the middle of the performance. Like, that could very much happen, especially on ice skates. Like, I would not trust myself to do this, but I guess Princess Peach is just much better than me. Finally, though, we're lining up one more time and we're going for our last hit. All we have to do is jump at him at the same time. Looking good. And now we literally Fortnite emo on this guy. What we're gonna do is he's dying, and in the middle of him dying, we spin around and then we do emotes. Yeah, it's just embarrassing for him. And we all get the exact same score. I feel like the judges were just too lazy to accurately judge everybody. But you know, I'll take the first, whatever. Now we're on to Dream Bobsleigh, again with the power people. And last time we had to leave out DK because unfortunately you can only have 4 people on your team. But this time instead we're leaving out Wario because of course he just had a beautiful recital. He needs to rest up. But Dream Bobsleigh is the weirdest sport I've ever seen in my life. Like, what we have to do is pick up all these balls and they make us go faster. I don't really know what the creators of this game were thinking when they made this sport, but I mean, it's pretty fun at least. Like, I do enjoy it. I'm not complaining. It's just weird. Anyways, every time you get one of the balls, they are going to give you a speed up. And then we can also use things like items. That's not really going to help me. And then we also get electrocuted. Okay, that was kind of unlucky. We do have to dodge those fireballs and then go get some more speed. There's somebody right on my tail. We very much want... I just got electrocuted again. Okay, please stop. Also, why does Silver... It's only Silver. Where's your team, dude? This is not fair. I guess it's not fair for him, though, because it's kind of fun to have a team. Anyways, we're going to keep getting these balls. We now have a ball of protection, which is really good. This time, if there are more electrocutions, they're not going to affect me. We want to dodge that. We don't want to lose our speed right there. Now, we should be coming up to the end. There are just a few more balls. We get some Sonic speed shoes right there. That's actually perfect timing. And we're making it over to the end where we just have to shake our Wii remote and that's done. Look at Yoshi all the way back there. Dude, at least you tried. Eventually, you'll make it over here. But the boys, of course, are going to take that first place. Now we're on to Dream Ice Hockey, which is just more fun than regular hockey because now we have things like items. We can get a shell right here, and if we hit the goalie with it, he's always going to get confused, and right away, we get the goal of Luigi. That was the fastest goal I think I've ever gotten. But like I said, this sport, just incredibly fun, mostly because of the items, but then also because there are things that pop up, like these Goombas. What are these guys doing here? Then there's also going to be special shots if we get the shot all the way up to red, and also those mystery pellet things. They can do things like making one goal count for 3, but we don't really want them because you can also get things like the thwomp attack, which, okay, please, that was so close. That could have went very badly because I can't move my people while we're waiting for DK to give us the puck. Yeah, that was almost not a good thing, but I will go up with Peach. We just want to get one more goal. This puck is also about to explode. You should probably get rid of it, Knuckles, but there we go. Silver goes for the goal, and now we have a special shot, which he goes for that. Incredibly good goal. I love this game. We really need a fully fledged Mario Ice Hockey game. I would play that so much. But now, of course, we have our 2 goals, so it's time to go back to our regular strategy. Okay, if Wario isn't able to score, thankfully he's kind of slow, and there we go. Okay, we're going to be able to make it to the second period. That would have been funny if I scored right there, but that's first period over. And that means we're back to the strategy. Except, okay, dude, do not just go and pop up right on me. Okay, that was embarrassing. This game is really fun, but when things like that happen, it's a little frustrating. Anyways, Wario's going around. He's got the super speed, and now I have the bomb. I'm trying to do, they're all big. That is so dumb. We can't do anything to them. They just run us over. How are we supposed to beat all the big guys? But thankfully, they're also trash, so kind of embarrassing. And I do not want them to use that special shot. That might get them a goal. Wario goes for it. Let's see if I am not able to block it, and that's why we get 2 goals. That's literally the exact reason why you should never only get a single goal. Because if we end up tying, then we have to play another period, and I do not want to waste that time. I'm trying to end this speedrun. But okay, I'm just going to keep it between the boys. We'll go for a shot right there. Thankfully, the goalies keep it for way too much time, so I do not want them to use the special shot. Luigi, get it. I'm going to use it right away. I don't even care if I'm aiming at a wall, and where is this thing going? It hits a Goomba. I don't even know what's happening at this point, but only 3 seconds left, and please do not use your shot. There we go. Game over. Oh, that was so stressful. But like with regular hockey, that's just one win. Because yet again, it's tournament time. But for this time, I actually want to try something. Yeah, let's go for the half-court shot and see if it works. Daisy, that was just embarrassing. How did you miss that? Luigi is insane. We just hit a half-court shot. That is so broken. Okay, I gotta go for the full-court shot. After that, I just gotta. So we're just gonna try to get up this again. And they're not even doing anything. We appreciate it. And Peach is gonna go all the way to the back. We'll go for the shot. That was a pass to DK. Okay, I guess maybe don't shoot it towards DK. And now they're also... Okay, maybe this isn't the best idea, but I want to see if I can get the full court shot. Thankfully, there was a thwomp right ahead, and now DK is the biggest goalkeeper I've ever seen in my life. This game is just so fun. Nintendo, give us the Mario hockey game. We need it. But I will be passing this around. It is a shell, but we're using the Peach shot. That might... Where is it going? And it gets hit by the thwomp. I will get this full court shot, I swear. Maybe I shouldn't be only going for it because I don't want them to score, but if only we had a teammate right there. Luigi might as well go for the bomb shot, at least kill your beloved, and that's first period done. Okay, this is the perfect situation. Come on, Luigi, you got this. Oh, we didn't get blocked, and how did that not get in? That was... how did she block that? Okay, maybe we can't get the full court shot. You know, I think it's possible. I just don't think I should try it right now. I do not want to lose this. We got Big Peach, and we might as well go for this shot because we do have the speed up, and yeah, okay, we can't go for it. I just got to get a second goal because I don't want to risk it, and there's number 2. Would have been so much cooler if we got that full court, but time to just be a jerk. I'm just gonna chill out and not let them even get the puck or just shoot it. How did that hurt you, Daisy? You should have been able to block that. We'll go for that, and yeah, we're good. So that's game over number 2. Of course, that's another gold medal, and now we only have 3 more sports. And these next 3 sports are really close to my heart because these sports, out of all of them, are the ones that I remember the most from playing with my siblings when I was younger. I just remember these. They were so fun. Like this one, we're literally doing curling bowling, and thankfully for this curling, unlike last time, it's not going to be a tournament, so we only have to beat all the other competitors once, and we're only doing 2 frames. We want to get the strike here to set us up in a really good position. Also, by hitting the Goomba, we get an extra 5 points, so we're doing well. Now for this one, this is the most precise shot you have to do. I aim right there in between those 2 pins. Now we're going full strength all the way over there, and if I do this right, it should be able to get us a strike. It took me a while to find this setup. I had to play around with a bunch of things, but it hits right there, hits off there, then goes on the top place, and that hits all of them. That was perfect. Okay, I was so worried about this sport because it is very easy to lose your run here, and we might as well use the Mega Mushroom. We're pretty sure we're already gonna win. I've never used the Mega Mushroom in this situation before, but it probably should work. But yeah, I was very scared of losing the run here, so I'm really happy that we just got 2 strikes in a row. And will this be a third? Maybe, except there's a single pin. Yeah, it's just chilling there, taunting me. This is so sad. And please, oh, wait, is it gonna fall? It fell over. We got a turkey. A little bit of a time loss, but that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Now, we're not going to use the red shell. The red shell is awful. Instead, we're going full on skill and hoping we can get this last hit. Can we get the perfect game by getting all strikes? That would be amazing. So we're going up. It's going to hit those, go around there, and please, perfect game. Perfect game. It was so close. Whatever, it's still gonna be a win. You know, 10-year-old me would have been so proud of myself if I was able to hit that, but whatever, we're moving on. Now we're on the Dream Snowball fight, another one that is very nostalgic for me because I played it with my siblings. And we chose DK here because he's overpowered in this game. So each character has a different amount of snowballs, and for some reason, DK gets 10. Like, some people only get 3. I do not know why they give DK 10, but basically what we're doing is we're just aiming directly for people, hitting them in the face, and once we hit them 3 times and make them lose their lives, that gives us extra points. Then of course, because this is a dream event, there are also going to be these item boxes. Like right there, we got a star, so that means nobody's snowballs affect me. And yeah, it's just an act of balancing when you got to go recharge your snowballs and making sure you don't get hit too much, but we're doing pretty well so far. You can see the score is 33-14. I did just get hit right there. DK is a pretty big target, to be fair, but he has 10 snowballs, so I can't really complain too much. And we'll take out Shadow right there, go for Waluigi. I don't know why I have so many memories of this game, but when I practiced this speedrun for the first time, I just immediately was like, I remember this game. And yeah, it's such a good one. Oh yeah, we can also hit their snowman to get extra points, but it doesn't really give you too many extra points compared to just hitting the people. So it looks like we should take home this win. We got Big Amy right there, just destroying people with her big snowballs, and that's gonna be game over. But you already know what time it is. It's tournament time. Yay. I honestly can't complain too much. This is a really fun sport, but I'll let you know when we're done with this match. And it looks like that's gonna be our second pretty convincing win. And now we can go on to the last sport. Now we're on to dream gliding, which is a very stressful sport, especially because I have not lost a single sport this entire speedrun, and this one could very easily go wrong. So what you have to do is either hit your opponents, which gives you 10 points, or you can hit the little robot things, which gives you 1 or 3 points. When I first played this, I didn't know the opponents gave you so many points, so I just kept losing, and I was like, why am I so bad at this game? But then I finally learned that hitting your opponents is just overpowered. 10 points is ridiculous. But I will be going for them. Right now I have 31 points, which is way ahead of everybody else, so maybe I shouldn't have been so worried, but if I mess up just a tiny bit, this could go very badly. And I guess it's not really me messing up, it's more if the other people do really well. And every time you get taken out, it takes you like 5-10 seconds to respawn, so thankfully we haven't gotten hit at all. We get a shield right there, which is going to make sure we're fine, and there we go. That's our last first place. Let's go. We got the perfect run, and we'll finally end off time there with a 1:19:37, which is going to be a first place because no one's done this category before. There is a category where you don't have to win the sports, but I find it more interesting to actually win. So that's a world record because there's no other competition. All right, subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye.